So this video is about metabolic damage, which isn't really damage, it's metabolic adaption, and it's normally a result of a thrifty metabolism. So let me explain. So first of all, we need to look at this. This is your metabolic kind of total daily energy expenditure. And when people talk about metabolism, what metabolism is energy going through a system. So if a small amount of energy goes through the system, that would be a slow metabolism, and if a large amount of energy goes through a system, that would be a fast metabolism. So when people really talk about they're having a slow metabolism or whatever it is, it's normally because they're not matching their intake to their output. So here's 4 outputs. So this is how your body burns energy. So the first one, this big red one at the bottom there, is your metabolic rate. This is, or your resting metabolic rate. This is the amount of calories you burn if you were just lying still the entire day. It's a huge amount of energy. And it's an easy way to work out is your body weight in kilos times by 20. That will not give you a perfect answer, but it will give you a pretty close answer. So say you're 100 kilos, you multiply that by 20, that'll be 2,000. So that'll be 2,000 calories a 100 kilo person would burn in a 24-hour period. Your next one there in the yellow, the small one, is thermic effect of food or of meals. And this is the amount of energy it takes to digest the food you've eaten. That would go to 0 if you ate nothing. And if you ate loads and loads of food, that will go higher. All food has a different thermic effect of food. Protein has a very high thermic effect of food. Fat has a very low thermic effect of food. Complex carbohydrates have a higher thermic effect of food than, say, pure sugar. Your next one there is NEAT. That's your non-exercise activity thermogenesis. That's all movement that isn't planned exercise. And exercise in that green one and the blue one, NEAT, those two things are just your movement that you do in one day. So exercise would be planned things. You decide to do tennis, weightlifting, running, jogging, whatever. That would come under exercise. And your NEAT is the exercise or the movement your body does that you don't really think about. Fidgeting, tapping your feet, maybe just taking a general walk to the shops. What you do in your activity in your general job would come under NEAT. So when we diet and we successfully lose weight, our resting metabolic rate will come down because our body weight comes down. Our thermic effect of meals will come down because we generally are eating less. Our exercise might go up, but we're moving less body weight, so that number could go down. But if you're increasing your exercise, that number will go up. And your NEAT will go down, but not due to control. And we'll explain NEAT because that's what really metabolic adaption is. And this is why people find it so hard to lose weight, and this is why they regain weight afterwards. So here we have a person's metabolism, and a good way of kind of keeping an eye on your NEAT is your steps. If you've got an activity tracker, you have a look at your steps. Although that's not a perfect tracker, it's a good kind of indication of what's happening. So let's say this 100 kilo person does 10K steps. That could equate to around about 1,000 calories extra burnt per day if they had just done nothing, which is actually quite a lot. But now they're going to take on board a diet. And now, because they haven't been keeping an eye on their steps have dropped to about 5K steps per day, which equals about 500 calories burned, which is 500 calories less, which is round about what most people will pick as a deficit. So this person might have been eating, say, 2,500 calories. They decide to diet at 2,000 calories, but now their steps have come down and it's just equating to 2,000 calories. So now they're breaking even at 2,000 calories, even though they think they're dieting, they think they're doing well, but their movement has come down. And this is quite obvious to see when you can see people's step tracking. So this is someone's step tracking. So on average, they are burning, or they're doing 8,000 steps. But as you can see on Monday, they're doing over 10,000. On Tuesday, they've done less than 10,000. And on Wednesday, it's even less. So this person, instead of reducing their calories more, could actually have a look at their steps and try and increase the amount of movement they do by adding in a few cheeky walks throughout the day to increase that and kind of repair that metabolic damage. Because the metabolic damage isn't really metabolic damage, it's adaptation. Your body wants to save energy. And the reason it does this in certain people and particularly people who find it difficult to lose weight, is because they have a thrifty metabolism. When the body notices that fat's starting to go out of the fat cell, their body will choose to down-regulate their movement. They will become lazy, but not out of choice, through an unconscious decision in the back of the body's mind, because the body's got a thrifty metabolism and it's trying to save energy. So they can do something about it by getting in some more steps. So they don't need to do any more high intensity classes and jump about the living room. Just get out and get a few more steps in and try and get those steps up to 8,000, 9,000, 10,000, 11,000. And that will really help with the weight loss, rather than reducing calories even more, because all that will do is drive these steps down or drive your NEAT down even more. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, drop them in the comment box and I'll get back to you.